The busy freeways of Los Angeles. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Cole is out there with Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray, and it's Porter at the two-guard position. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Jackson in at the point. Now here's Murray. Outside Porter. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
Jackson looking around. Nobody near George. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 4-point game. Jokic inside. Defended by Ibaka. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. We play just over a minute here in the first. Porter, no luck.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Leonard against Murray. And it's Leonard missing. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Gordon. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Porter passes to Murray. Drills the three-pointer.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Murray surveying the D. Lays it up off the glass. Murray's got 5 now. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Good work there as it goes.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jackson against Murray. Ball kicks to Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 7.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Both teams will make substitutions. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Jackson passes to Leonard. Jacks up a three. Unable to get that one.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Green finds Millsap. Double team on Millsap. Dozier passes to Green. McGee with it. Pass to Millsap. Just 5 on the clock. Denver needs to get off his shot. The shot's good from McGee.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's Denver now. They've got a 13-2 run going. For 3, Millsap. And again, Denver with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the inside. Stolen by McGee. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Dozier can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 14. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Cousins with the ball.
Yeah, in this offense and in this structure, there's going to be opportunities to get a lot more assists for Cousins.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Morris kicks to Green. Morris right side. Here's Dozier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And the Clippers call time here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Beverly finds Kennard. Lets it go with a 3. Kept alive. Zubats. And the wide-open shot from Morris. It's good on the putback.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. The defensive work they've done. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Nuggets really take control here.
On the attack right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
Clippers trail by 12. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Patrick Beverly. Batum is out there with Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Morris against Beverly. Now here is Morris. Not a lot of room. Right wing. 4 on the clock. Pass to Dozier. A 3. The Clippers grab the miss. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. And he trims the lead to single digits. Beverly's got 4 points now in the quarter. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden. I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. And he commits the intentional foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Leonard on the wing. Down low. And the dunk by Zubac.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
And the Clippers making a change here. Here's Jokic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
The pass to Morris from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Denver making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Porter passes to Murray. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And now a 10-point Nugget lead.
The good old catch-and-shoot jumper there. Murray quickly getting these shots up and over the defense.
And the Clippers call time here.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
So both teams making some changes here. There's 1:54 left in the second quarter. There's Jackson with the 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Nuggets leading by 10. Here's Porter. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And that one's good, Jokic. 1:33 left in the first half. Outside, George. And stolen by Murray. Gordon against Leonard. For 3, Murray. The offensive rebound.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
1:05 left to play here in the second quarter. George up top. Guarded by Porter. They need this. And there's Ibaka. That's good on the assist by George.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Porter dishes to Murray. Lock at 6. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Leonard. No good that time. Good defense by Jokic.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Passes it to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Sweet finish from Paul George there. I like to see him get up to the rim like that.
Murray with it. 9 points in the game so far. The kick out to Porter. That's a 2 from Gordon. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And so it's Denver going into the break.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right. Denver had no problems getting going. They went to work early at both ends of the floor. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic. Ball is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Murray, and it's Porter at the 2. Lob pass to Gordon. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
And the Clippers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Jackson, and they pick up 2.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
And it's Murray penetrating, and he gets the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers, down by 12. He's off on that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And stolen by Cousins. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And it's blocked.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Bull. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Murray outside. Out to the wing. Jokic with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Wide open look here for Murray. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Outside Jackson. He kicks to Leonard. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. It's not going to go for him.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
The finish. And then George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Jokic inside. Ibaka on him.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And that's an intentional foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. On defense, Denver. They lead by 7. And here's Morris for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Morris has got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Here's Batum. Banked in off the glass. Now just a 2-point Nugget lead.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
And again, the Clippers good for 2.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
Here's Beverly. Here now the Clippers. They're on a 16-6 run. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. For the lead, Green with the rebound, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Morris. That shot is off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Nuggets ahead. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Baca is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Mann in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And contact on the...
And taking a technical there is the last thing we want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Free throw good for Morris. Free throw good for Morris. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Clippers trail by 5. And here's Beverly. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Will Barton, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Morris outside. Barton against Kennard. Six on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Stolen by Zubac. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. And so they foul intentionally. Morris looking over the floor. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. They get it back. The shot, no good. The Nuggets leading by 4. Morris outside to the middle. The jump hook. That shot off. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly.
Now that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Morris kicks to McGee. Over in the corner, Green. Off target from three-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Morris dishes to Gordon. A three-pointer is right on target.
And the coaching staff wants Gordon to keep taking those. It's only going to help him get better.
Now here's Beverly. And there's the pass to Kennard. Six to shoot. Out to Morris. Takes a three. Green with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Cole comes in for JaMychal Green. And Murray subbed in for Morris.
An elite rim protector, Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and timing.
Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. Passes it to Gordon. Jokic on top. He's covered by Leonard. Lob pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, you can't leave people open around Jokic, and the offense is set up to have cutters and movement. They'll take advantage of the defense if they sleep.
From deep, George. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Jackson against Murray. Gordon kicks to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Stolen by Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. And Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain, close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
The deep three from George. It's hauled in by Jokic. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now Murray. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. It's Porter outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away. That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And the Clippers have possession. 7-point differential. Here's Murray. Outside Porter. Jokic high post. Over George. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Jackson. Yes!
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
So we see Denver get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
Rip City. It's time for the NBA
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And the Clippers starting 5. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. And for Portland, Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Lillard in at the point. Now here is Ibaka. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Anthony.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Nurkic can't hit. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. George, no good. And here we go. Jones kicks to Nurkic. Off target from outside.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving them.
And again, no good by the Clippers. Lillard from outside. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
They can breathe a little easier on their 4th shot. They finally hit the target.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. George looking over the floor. Kicks it out to Leonard. To the paint. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ibaka. Nurkic with the block violation.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Jones. Nobody near Nurkic. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
What good positioning by Nurkic. I mean, he has his shot all picked out. He just needs that feed.
Beverly the pass to George. And it's Leonard top of the key. That shot off the mark. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Trying to get open is Ibaka. And finished off by Leonard.
What strength from Leonard there. Not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
Lillard the pass to Powell. Lillard against Beverly. Outside, Jones. Powell, no one around him. It's rebounded by Leonard.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Powell for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside Leonard. Nurkic with the block. And they're able to recover. And he comes up with the deuce. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Beverly against Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Makes it off the glass. Nurkic has got 6 points.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Outside, George. And then George with the jam.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now here's Lillard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he did.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Powell. Now here's Kennard. Los Angeles with another miss. Anthony against Zubac. Anthony dishes to Kanter. Lillard the pass to Covington. Over Kennard. Sweet move. Covington's shot is off. LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Batum attacking. Second shot opportunity. This one for three. That shot missing. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They get it again, and Kanter throws it down.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Kanter has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Jackson looking it over. Now the dish to Cousins. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Portland out in front. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed.
This game, it's.
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Patrick Beverley out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the small forward. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverley. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Count that one.
He's not the biggest guy on the court, but Jackson doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. He'll take a knock as long as he can get his points out of it.
McCollum outside. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup. Covington's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Zubac finds Jackson. Back to Zubac. Batum with the three. He can't get that one to fall. And the Trailblazers going the other way. McCollum dishes to Kanter. Back to McCollum. It's deflected.
And Batum has arms that go on forever and ever and ever, which is why he's so dangerous when it comes to shot block.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Inside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McCollum. Covington in the corner. It's up a 3. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Jones comes in for Robert Covington. Powell, he's checked in for McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Nobody near George. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 5.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
George against Lillard. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Leonard. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Lillard. Jones drives in. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Playing with such physicality on the offensive glass. I mean, Nurkic's awesome at slamming misses in.
Outside, George for three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. They double him with George. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Nobody near Lillard. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Leonard, and that one good. Now just a 1-point Trailblazer lead.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
To the middle, here's Nurkic. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Lillard throws it down.
Once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Leonard. Pass to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard scanning the floor. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Lillard's so focused, even from way outside. He knows he can still make these shots.
And that'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Dame Lillard, a player who's... And that's...
Whatever necessary. Try to help prepare me. They tell us never look in the eyes.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
We've got Jusuf Nurkic. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Jones. And it's Anthony in at the 4 spot. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. And the Clippers call time here. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Jones. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Now Jackson. A rebound by Simons.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And the call, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
2 shots, foul, elbow, 2.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Clippers trail by 8. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Jackson passes to Zubac. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. McCollum dishes to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Five to shoot. Pass to Cousins. Taken away by Anthony. Covington with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. And it's Simons missing. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Wow, the way Cousins runs the floor for a big man, he can really hustle when he sees a chance for an easy score.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Here's McCollum. And it's good from the elbow. McCollum's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Kennard finds Zubac. Knocks it loose. Back to Kennard. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Anthony.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Batum passes to Cousins. Back to Batum. Left side Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. But they get it back. There's the pass to Kennard. Covington with the steal. And a wide open look for McCollum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks. He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
And the Clippers call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Jones comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's George. And Jones pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Lillard with the bucket.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
Outside, George. Three-pointer. Drops in the tray. George has got 11 points.
That's a slip-up by the D, and I'm sure they know it. I mean, the one guy you don't want to give an open three to.
Lillard with it. George picks him up. Lillard, the pass to Kanter. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Kanter, and he banks in the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
A true inside-outside player. We know Kanter can hit a three, but he's at his best closer in.
And George kicks to Leonard. Damian Lillard pulls it in. And here are the Blazers. They're on a 14-5 run. Jones finds Kanter. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Leonard with the ball.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Trailblazers out in front. They're up. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Clippers trail by 11. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Marcus Morris is out there with Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Mann in at the 2 spot. Beverley against Lillard. From deep, George. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. The rebound by Ibaka. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 11. Morris dishes to Leonard. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Lillard, bounce pass. Stolen by Beverley. And George, here we go. The lead now in single digits.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Lillard against Beverley. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. Beverley against Lillard. Down low. And Covington gets it to go on the assist by Lillard.
Oh, I like the playmaking ability of Lillard. I mean, unpredictable in these pick-and-roll sets, and excellent at slicing the ball through the defense.
The 3 from George. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Can't get it to fall.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Beverley feeling it out a bit. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Damian Lillard.
And Beverly's a guy who loves physical contact. He really tries his best to absorb the contact on his shots to draw these fouls.
A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's Simons, defended by Beverley. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. And McCollum puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Lillard against Beverley. Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. With speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
George passes to Leonard. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Anthony kicks to McCollum. Ibaka against Jones. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Nurkic to the inside. Anthony, the pass to Jones. Over Ibaka. Ibaka with some nice D. Clippers trail by 11. Beverley wide open. Misses the 3. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Outside, Jones. And it's off from three-point range. LA has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. A nice shot by George.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Outside, Jones. Now, here's Lillard. He kicks to Nurkic. All sorts of time. The shot missing. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. From deep, George. No good on that one. Jones with it. Down low. Here's Nurkic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Oh, well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but it just wasn't enough.
And the shot goes in.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
A rapper off the court, a number 0 from the town, an elite point guard. And he has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
And here's Kennard. Kicks it to Batum. Back to Kennard. The tray. The shot that time, not on target. Misses the shot. And so it's Portland winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Anthony, Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, we've got Aaron Gordon. Jokic is out there with Bol. Then it's Porter, and it's Murray in at the point guard position. Gordon finds Murray. Outside Porter. Floats it up for Jokic. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the door.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark Holt, these teams like to run offense through the post.
Yeah, and I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Shot clock at 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this, Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Gordon finds Jokic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Powell with it. Dishes to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Over Jokic. Nurkic can't hit.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Gordon kicks the ball. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. It's stolen by Anthony. Got a piece of it. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Lillard with it, outguarded by Murray. Back to Lillard, clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Nurkic. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here is Murray. He dishes it to Gordon. Jokic against Nurkic. Kicks it out to Gordon. 4 on the shot clock. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Monte Morris comes in for Michael Porter. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simons, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Powell dishes to Lillard. Trying to get something going, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. JaMychal Green comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Will Barton in for Jamal Murray. Now here's Barton. Pass to Green. There's the triple. That shot off. Now Portland takes it the other way. Jones, the pass to Anthony. Portland moving the ball around. It's stolen by Green. Throws it up high. To the middle. Barton finds McGee. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Morris against Lillard. And here's Anthony from the arc. That's tipped. Denver leading by 4. One-on-one fast break. McGee against Lillard. Right side Millsap. With the second effort. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
Collins, McGee with the block. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Morris outside, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now, here is Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Offensive rebound, and Green is right there.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Simons surveying the D. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Nuggets lead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nuggets.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Collins is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here's Powell. Shoots the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Powell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Rivers. Defense right on him. The kick out to Porter. Millsap has the open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Millsap's got the lead up to 9 now for Denver.
Decisive on the catch-and-shoot jumper from Millsap. He's not going to let that opportunity go to waste.
Lobs it up for Cantor. At the tip.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Barton outside. Out left to the wing. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
A different look for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Rivers. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. McCollum's checked in. Outside, Covington. Simons, the pass to Collins. To the paint. The shake. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Denver leading by 7. Inside, here's Millsap. Passes to McGee. Back to Millsap. The kick out to Barton. On the wing, Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's Green missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
McCollum, and he gets it to go from the high post. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So, that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Only allowed 5 points in the quarter. McCollum passes to Simons. Kicks it out to McCollum. And another 3 for Portland.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Back to Morris. To the middle, trying to end the drought.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
McCollum passes to Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Collins has got the game tied up here for Portland. Now Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Barton kicks to McGee. Shoots over Cantor. They get the rebound. And Green is right there. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
To the paint. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Shoots over Barton. Here's Cantor. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Lobbed up there for Collins. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Barton. Here's McGee. No good with the layup.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope after 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, how'd you? Thanks for joining us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Jokic is out there at Bol. Then it's Porter. Then there's Gordon, and it's Murray in at the point. Three-pointer, Lillard. Denver grabs the miss. Now here's Porter. Murray right side. Gordon up on top, defended by Jones. Porter passes to Jokic, and that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Gordon finds Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Porter pulls it in. Denver in the lead. Now the pass to Bol. Outside Gordon. Now here's Murray. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Lillard scanning the floor. Lets it go from deep. And it's Lillard again missing.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Bol, and the dunk by Bol.
And, you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 8.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Murray with it. Pass to Jokic for the 3. And Jones pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rivers, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And a switch here also for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Derek Jones. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Lillard against Murray. Jokic, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Oh, Covington in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And check out how high Covington gets with these alley-oops. My goodness, taking off like he's been launched by a rocket booster.
Murray against Lillard, and Jokic slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Murray finds Gordon. And here is Murray. From outside, off the mark. Anthony right side. With the shot. Passes it to Nurkic. The feed now to Covington. Anthony in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the three ball is good. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
To the left wing. Here's Jokic. Hits the front of the rim and out. The shot comes out. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter, Ande Hollis-Jefferson out there with Collins. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 1. Hollis-Jefferson passes to Collins. Over Morris. Nifty move. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Trailblazers.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
And Portland making a change here. Jones is checked in. The pass to Barton. Back to Morris. Fires for 3. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Good. Nothing but net. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to McGee. Pass to Morris. 2 points. That one goes.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Simons. Pass to McCollum. And the pass to Collins. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Bol comes in for Paul Millsap. Gordon's checked in for JaMychal Green. And Porter subbed in for Will Barton. Bol kicks to Porter. Denver passing it around. Morris, no good. Portland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that now.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Pass to Bol. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
And the touch Bol has is impressive. You can tell he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
For the Nuggets, JaVale McGee comes in for Bol. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. And then for the Trailblazers, Anthony's checked in for Zach Collins. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. Feeds to Covington. Kicks to McCollum. Up top, Covington. And Porter comes to help. McCollum outside. They grab their own miss. Lillard outside. Covington dishes to McCollum. Drilled from 11 feet out. McCollum's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Murray against Lillard. Murray, the pass to McGee. Down low, and it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Porter against McCollum. Puts it up from 15. McGee with the block. Left side, Porter. Back to McGee. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Anthony. Lillard attacking. Here's McCollum. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Cantor. And it's Jokic missing.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Outside, Covington. There's the dish to Lillard. There's the three. Connects from three-point range. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Murray kicks to Porter. Gordon for three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They throw good. McCollum.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of Denver is in full motion. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. And for the Nuggets, Murray out there with Porter. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Bull. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Now here's Murray. Porter passes to Bull. And here is Murray. Pass to Jokic. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. Denver shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
And Porter drops them both.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
Now here's Murray. And now just over a minute played here in the first. At the elbow, Jokic. Now the Clippers moving it up. Ibaka with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Serge Ibaka has gone through a lot of roles since he's entered the league. Now pretty much a shot-blocking stretch 4.
Free throw good. Serge Ibaka. Ibaka hits both of them.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Murray dishes to Porter. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
It's Jackson with the drive. That one falls.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
You have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
George looking over the floor. Passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here we felt it. Now here's Murray. Outside Porter. Stolen by Jackson. George passes to Ibaka. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Monte Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. And the Clippers making a change here as well. And checked in. Now here's Jackson. The pass to George. Ibaka right side. Just 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. George, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Jokic. And the shot is good. Jokic has got his second bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for. And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Bull. Green shot on the way. Leonard with the steal. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Now, here is Morris. No points in the game yet for him. Outside, Green. Off target with his 3. Clippers trail by 4. And now we've got the intentional foul. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. That free throw good from George.
The consummate team player. Paul George is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also.
The drive by Green to the inside. McGee. It's hauled in by Beverly. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And Morris drops them both. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Morris with the ball. Here's Dozier. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nuggets lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Ivica Zubac. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Kennard in at the 2-guard spot. Zubac finds Beverley. Morris. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Morris has got the lead up to 1 now for Los Angeles.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Now here's Porter. Back to Rivers. No good with the triple. Beverley against Rivers. Outside for Batum. And it's Zubac atop the key. Rivers against Beverley. Here's Zubac. Rebound by the Nuggets. Martin left side. Feeds it to Rivers. The kick out to Barton. And it's good off the back rim and in. Barton's got his first basket. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Down low, here's Dozier. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 3. Now Beverley still looking for his first bucket in this one. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Beverley wide open. And the Clippers miss again. Nuggets have gone 2 or 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Now here is Morris. Outside Green. The 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Now it's a 6-point Nugget lead.
Over his career, JaMychal Green has steadily worked on the perimeter jump shot. You have to respect his range from the outside.
You know, Smitty, the change for McGee is pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know, when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
Millsap misses. Clippers trail by 6. Outside for Batum. Pass to Zubac. They could use a bucket, and he sinks the layup.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Back to Morris. He feeds it to Millsap. No good. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Morris, no good. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams making some changes here. Denver leading by 4. Morris dishes to Murray. 58 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Jokic kicks to Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Gordon's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Jackson. Inside. Leonard the pass to Cousins. Left side Leonard. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by Gordon.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Good. George has got 5.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Murray the pass to Jokic. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Here's Cousins. No good on the last second attempt there. So that'll be it for the... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to us. And that'll do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. They've got Michael Porter. Jokic is out there with Bol. Then there's Gordon, and it's Murray in at the 1. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's foul number 2 for him. And here is Murray. Pass to Jokic. The kick out to Porter. At the elbow, Bol. Here's Jokic. Count it. He's got 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now, here is George. He has 5. The feed to Cousins. And Bol pulls it down. Bol's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And George with the stuff.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Murray the pass to Porter. Back to Murray. The kick out to Porter. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a switch here. Mann's checked in. Outside Porter. Lock at 6. Outside Gordon. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Bol. He dishes it to Porter. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. Porter's got 6 points.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Jackson looking it over. Passes it to Leonard. Over Gordon. Gordon with the defensive effort.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
A different look for Denver. Will Barton, he's checked in for Bol. And it's Rivers in for Porter. Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers. Leonard with no one around. It's good from long range. He has 5.
Kawhi with the 3, showing he's able to stretch the floor more and more.
Jackson against Murray. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Now here's Barton following the miss by Jamal Murray. And the turnover again by Denver. Paul Millsap has checked in for the Nuggets. There's 1:54 left to play here in the third. Beverly against Murray. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Launches a three. And no good that time. Denver leading by 4. Outside Gordon. Wide open look here for Murray. And the three off target.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Kennard's shot is off. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And it's Gordon missing. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Here's Jokic. Count it. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the Clippers call time here. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
There's 59 seconds left here in the third quarter. Beverly against Morris. Beverly the pass to Zubac. Millsap against Morris. Outside for Batum. Clock at 4. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Morris with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Dishes it to McGee. The pass to Dozier. Stolen by Beverly.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Mann. 4 seconds left. He lays it in.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Gets it off. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nuggets lead by 4. And will return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Batum. Patrick Beverly out there with Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the power forward. Now here's Rivers. And Bull wide open. He shoots. Gets an open look and hits. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bull's understanding of when to look for his is next level.
And the Clippers call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
And here is Morris. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. McGee inside. Ibaka on him. McGee dishes to Green. 5 to shoot. And the wide open shot from Morris. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Morris passes to Millsap. Dozier kicks to Millsap. The Nuggets moving the ball around to the middle. Here's Green. Pass to McGee. To the paint. Out to Morris. Front past the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Ibaka. Now here's Leonard to take the lead. Green with the rebound. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Out to Morris. Passes it to Green. Outside Millsap. Cousins against McGee. Dozier passes to McGee. The Nuggets with another miss. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Now, here is Morris. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. It's stolen by Ibaka. Leonard against Porter.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
It's deflected. Jokic with the steal. Ball kicks to Jokic over Ibaka, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Leonard, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Surveying the D. Here's Jokic, and the rejection by Ibaka. Basket good. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Now George. From downtown, sinks the triple. George has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Jackson against Murray. Jokic inside. Not going to go that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's George, and the basket is good, and he's got it. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
George with no one around. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Here's Bull. Money!
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. George passes to Ibaka. On the wing, Jackson. The putback, and it's Jokic with the rebound. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Gordon's running. Three-pointer. Jokic, no good. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2 guard. Now here's Leonard. Now, here's Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. Shot, high post, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Everly with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Fires it up. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Back to Powell. Right side, Collins. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Portland grabs the miss. Lillard with no one around. Gets a very good look and converts.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Well, Norman Powell, these last several seasons, has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season, much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Pass to Powell. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Lillard misses.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Clippers. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Derek Jones.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Zubac is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Portland also making some changes. Collins comes in for Anthony, and Jones subbed in for McCollum. Beverly the pass to Zubac. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Jones kicks to Nurkic. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Lillard finds Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. Again, the miss by Lillard. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. George passes to Morris. Beverly against Lillard. Passes it to Zubac. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly making it easy for his teammate to score.
Nurkic up top. Inside. Kicks it out to Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the layup's good off the glass.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Now here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Jones against Leonard, and the wide open shot from Morris. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Pass to Nurkic. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And finished off by Leonard.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Chalk up 2 there.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Good D by McCollum. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Luke Kennard out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Mann in at the 3. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Now here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kennard kicks to Cousins. And another 3 for the Clippers.
That's not even fair. A big guy, that size, that skilled, raining threes on your head. Good luck with that.
To the middle. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from McCollum.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside. Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Here's Mann. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard the pass to Anthony. Lillard against Beverly. Lillard dishes to Cantor. takes the 13-footer. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Now, here's Covington. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the inside. Kicks it out to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. The high post shot. Offensive rebound. And Kent are able to finish.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Beverly and Covington sends it back.
Tremendous anticipation from Robert Covington, sends it back.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Kennard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The first free throw is good. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that part.
And Portland has possession after the missed 3 from Serge Ibaka. Here's McCollum, and he hits it to tie the game up. McCollum's got 10.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Jackson passes to Kennard. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Oh, the pass was perfect, and Carmelo just finishes with style.
Here's Jackson after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. It's Jackson with the drive. And Cousins kicks to Batum. Hands it from downtown. Batum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Here's Simons. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Leonard, he's checked in for Jackson. And Georgia subbed in for Luke Kennard. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Jones checked in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now here's McCollum. He's got 10. And it's sent back by George.
How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipe.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Up in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead time. And that does it for our
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell, and it's Jones in at the small forward. And here's George. After Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. And George with the stuff.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And they go to the intentional foul. Trailblazers on D. Leonard kicks to Jackson. It's good.
He uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for him offensively. Jackson is one smart cookie.
Jones finds Lillard. Clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot. Nurkic can't hit. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. The lead is 2. George up top, guarded by Powell. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court he makes a lot of noise.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. The Clippers in the lead. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. From deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And McCollum the bucket on the assist from Enes Kanter. McCollum's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Beverly dishes to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, a high percentage scorer with a great shot selection. Ibaka knows when to send it home.
Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Simons, trailing by 2. He kicks it to McCollum. 6 to shoot for the lead. Here's Kanter. Beyond the arc. Hangs. And the pass to Simons. Anthony trying to get open. And it's Simons missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's George. And Covington sends it back. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A different look now for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now, here is George. .54 seconds left in the third. Morris with the bucket.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
Down low, here's Anthony, and it's sent back by Morris. And he gets it back. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
George passes to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. Ibaka, no luck.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Tips it up, and staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got his second basket of the game.
You know, and even when the play isn't for him, Anthony able to get on the glass and on the scoreboard.
To the paint. Missed. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Clippers on. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Mann in at the shooting guard. And the dunk by Powell.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Beverly finds Leonard. Over Jones. Here's Zubac. Back to Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Passes to Beverly. Jacks up a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
We know that Patrick Beverly is fired up when he starts to cook on the offensive end. What a catch and shoot there.
Lillard outside. Launches a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And the Clippers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
George. And it's good for 2.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
Lillard finds McCollum. And Lillard throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
And it's George finishing it off.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Derek Jones comes in for C.J. McCollum. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard outside. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Lillard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Los Angeles leading by 3. George with the ball. From deep three-point range, and another 3 for the Clippers.
How about the range? I mean, that's big-time, limitless range. I'll tell you, you better check him when he steps over the line.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. The basket. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
When it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now Lillard. Paul George missing from long range. To the middle, here's Anthony, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game.
Whenever you need a huge bucket, you know they're going to look to Melo. This is when he shines.
Now, here's George. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's George. And the rebound by Nurkic. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Kicks it to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lillard.
Well, what a stop by Patrick Beverly. One of the most aggressive, intense defenders in the league, regardless of size.
Now here's Lillard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. George looking around. There's There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They get it back. Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA. Understands his role as a stretch 4.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Portland also making some changes. Zach Collins checked in for Anthony. Derek Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for C.J. McCollum. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Got it! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
And it's the Clippers' ball. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Well, to me, Paul George exemplifies what a leader should be. This guy does not look for his personal stats. He just wants to make the guys around him better.
Lillard against Beverly. Inside. It's good!
If the keys to your offense are in Lillard's hands, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Check out how well he runs the pick and roll there. And that's just a perfect way to play.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in at the point guard. Outside, Porter. Dishes it to Bol. Now here's Porter. He kicks it to Murray. Shoots over Lillard. And it comes off the front of the rim. Now Powell. Right side Jones. Lillard outside. To the inside. Portland moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Porter passes to Jokic. Can't cash in from close range. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here. Moving it up. Lillard misses.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Jokic kicks to Gordon. Nurkic with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Anthony. That one no good. Murray with the defensive effort.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Bol the pass to Jokic. Hands the 12-footer. Jokic has got his second basket.
Oh, Jokic being assertive now in the mid-range and has the touch to bury that kind of shot.
Powell with it. Lillard from outside. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
And off the schneid here. 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Murray outside. The pass to Jokic. Outside Gordon. Kicks to Murray. Porter outside. No good there. And it's Portland the other way. On the wing, Jones. They get the rebound. Denver in the lead. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Bennett Simon's in for Derek Jones. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Morris comes in for Porter. And Denver has possession. The Blazers getting the bucket. Offensive rebound. Millsap kicks to Jokic. Shoots over Cantor. And again, Denver no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor jumper. You look at a young man like Ja Morant. and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And McCollum subbed in for Lillard. Now, here is Morris. And McGee kicks to Dozier. Shot to stop the run. And the layup good by McGee.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's McCollum. Fires the three. Drills the three-pointer.
It's just so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He could be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
Morris outside. On deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Deflects the pass. Pass to Simons. The three. Goes back up. McCollum passes to Simons. Over Morris. 5 on the clock. Millsap with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. 3 seconds left. And it's good on the layup.
Boy, shot out of a cannon on that possession. Good look up court.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers out in front, up by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, we've got Anthony. Also Collins out there. Damian Lillard out there with Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 2.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Pass to Simons. Lillard left side. Pass to Carmelo. Portland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Jones the pass to Simons. It's up a 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Simons has got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. Denver shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Now the pass to Millsap. Clock at 6. Green, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Anthony. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Portland shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. To the paint, stolen by McGee. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Here's Dozier. He gets it in there.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Portland leading by 5. Outside, Covington. Simons surveying the D. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's McGee. Passes it to Dozier. Back to McGee. Pass to Dozier. Over McCollum. Here's McGee, and he uses the glass on the layup. McGee's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's McCollum. Kicks it out to Collins from downtown. Doesn't go that time. The Nuggets trail by 3.
And, you know, if you only look at the box score for Zach Collins, then you're missing the whole picture. He's a terrific defender.
I agree with you, GA. I think his scoring is going to come, but obviously they have potent guard play, and that's not much needed. What is needed is on the interior, him being active is something that Zach Collins is capable of doing.
The Trailblazers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3, and the first one drops. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win.
And yet the coach's challenge being used here on the goaltending call. He wants it reviewed.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. So, guys, the courtside administrator has received the verdict. They will overturn the goaltending violation. So, a good use of the challenge here.
And with the improvements to cameras and visibility for these sorts of plays around the rim, it seems impossible now to imagine not having replay review. This time it works. They reverse the call, and I think that's a good thing for all parties.
Pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. And another miss by Denver. Trailblazers leading by 7. One-on-one fast break. Here's Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 13 points.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
2 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Murray for 3. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Powell, no one around him. No good on the triple. Stolen by Cantor. Back to Lillard. Got it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers going into the break with it.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So on the floor for Denver. Murray out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Bull. And there's Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
That's a nice shot from Damian Lillard. He feels like he can drain it just about anywhere and appreciates the fact that he's got that kind of range.
Down low, Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Powell dishes to Jones. And Lillard kicks to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. Lillard from outside. Jones, no luck. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 11.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Anthony on the wing. No points in the game yet for him. Lillard, the pass to Jones. Here's Nurkic. No good from 18. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Surprising quickness. Murray burying his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
Tipped away. There's the pass to Bull. Outside for Murray. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Trailblazers leading by 9. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Simons. 5 points in the game. Kicks it out to McCollum. 6 to shoot. Over Porter. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Outside Covington. Back to McCollum. Covington against Millsap. And McCollum launches it from deep. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
His first shot coming late. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Bull.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow. Now, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Murray dishes to Porter. To the middle, and the dunk by Bull.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
The Trailblazers rebound. Cantor kicks to McCollum. Second chance shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. McCollum's got 6.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Porter passes to Bull. Over Collins. Bull can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 7. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Simons. Here's Cantor. And here's McCollum for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break counts. Kicks it out to McCollum. Nails the wide open jump shot. McCollum's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. 13. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Anthony out there with Nurkic. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And that one's good. Millsap.
Yeah, although undersized, Millsap is a very, very hard worker. Uses his quickness that time.
Now here's Powell. He dishes it to Lillard. Here's the three. And another three for Portland. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV. Many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, ouch. Green, no luck. Trailblazers leading by 14. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Jones in the post. Millsap on him. Nurkic can't hit.
Well, I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Denver passing it around. Dozier. And again, Denver no good.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And it's Green missing. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Powell finds Lillard. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow! Lillard's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Portland. A three from Morris. Kept alive. Here's McGee. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. The dish to Nurkic. There's the three. Denver grabs the miss. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight. And a wide open look for Porter. The Nuggets with another miss. Trailblazers leading by 14. Beyond the arc. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Murray kicks to Gordon. Back to Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, some good interior crucial points here as Murray's staying active in the paint.
Anthony left side. Pass to Lillard. From deep. Portland no good that time either. The Nuggets trail by 12. Porter finds McGee. And here's Porter, guarded by Powell. Wide open look here for Murray. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter. We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. And it's Lillard again missing.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Bull with it. Anthony on him. Bull can't hit. Portland leading by 9. Lillard surveying the D. Nurkic the pass to Anthony. Nurkic kicks to Jones. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Inside. And the dunk by Bull.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now Lillard. From deep. deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Fires for three. With the putback. It's good on the putback. And now just a 5-point Portland lead.
And that's a pure hustle play. Getting to the off.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll